This video will show you the first step in creating tests on eThuto. So the first thing you want to do is either decide to create the test on an existing content area or create a whole new content area, which is what we're going to do today. I'm going to create a new content area. I'm going to call this one test specifically, but this is up to you. You can integrate it into your other units and then submit. I'll move it to where I want it and then click on your new content area. You'll see you can build all your content here, but today we're going to look at assessments test. And you'll see you have a list of previous tests. Now these might have come over from your subject from the previous year, so you can maybe just adapt them. Or if you created your test in the course tools, they'll also come up here and then you just deploy them here. But today we're going to create a test from scratch. So I'm going to click create. I'm going to give it a name. And then you have two content editor boxes, one for description and one for instruction. The reason you have two is because you can deploy them separately or both or none. So if you maybe have description for the students and one for the moderators and you want to keep them separate, this is a nice way of doing it. But I'm just going to put in here description. Now, reach. And instructions. And then you hit submit. Now it's going to take me to the test canvas. So the test canvas is where all the questions are. So there's a couple of question types that you can have. You can go and play around with these and see what they like. If you're interested in the different question types, the best way to do this is just to go to your browser and search Blackboard question types, which will redirect you to this page. And on this page you have a quick video that shows you about the question types and most importantly a link to each of them. So if you want to know more about hotspot questions, you just click on the little link and it's going to take you to a page that explains everything about the type of questions. So that is the best way of learning how to use the different types of questions. For this I'm just going to add a multiple choice question. And question titles are for if you want to title your questions, maybe you want to title them according to chapter or module or Bloom's level, whatever the case may be. But this is not a required field, so this is nice to have. The orange asterisk indicates required field, so I have to put in question text. So I'm just going to put in here choose one and choose if I want my answers numbered. So maybe I want them in ABCs, uppercase, vertical or horizontal. Partial credit, so in other words, if a student has one wrong, they will still get an answer for the other one they have correct. I can also show them in random order, so each student will get the 4 or how many ever answers in a different order. Now you have 4 edit boxes, and you can make them more, so you can have as many as you want. I think you can go up to 100. I'm just going to leave them on the default 4 for now. And then you'll see that the correct box is highlighted in the radial. So answer 3 in this case is going to be the correct one. So I'm going to put a couple of incorrect ones in. And then I'm going to put in a correct answer and another incorrect answer. So that way the system knows that when the student chooses this answer, it is correct and they will allocate the points. Okay. You have feedback options, so if you want to put in feedback for the students, you know, when they get it correct, they will get this feedback. If they get it incorrect, they'll get that feedback. Maybe you just direct them back to the manual or the page number. You can categorize your questions, so if you want to categorize them versus for keywords or categories or levels of difficulty, you can add those here, and it makes it easier to search questions later if you start building up a pool of questions. Then you have Instructor Notes, so this will not be seen by a student. So if you have someone marking with you or for a moderator later on and you need just some information to pass on, you can just type that in here. And then once you're done, you can submit, which will take you back to the canvas, or submit and create another if you want to create another multiple choice question. I'm just going to submit. And here you'll see is my first question. I can see that that's my question. And there are the 4 answers, and the correct one will have a little tick next to it, meaning that the system is going to allocate the points for this answer. On the far right, you see how many points this is worth, so you can just click on that and change it to whatever you need it to be. And this is your canvas. And now you just keep creating questions, so you can just go to this little plus, add more question types until you are finished. You can keep track of the number of questions and the total points of the whole test here at the top, and you can update all of the points and things here if you like. Right. When you're done, just hit OK, and it's going to take you to the add test option again, and there's your new test, and it's already highlighted, so I'm just going to click submit, and now it's going to take me to the test options. Now we have a video on test options, so please go to that now.